Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurwreck Autos HQ. Today, guys, is going to be a really busy day. I've got two cars coming in for some service and some other little bits and pieces today. Both previous cars that I've repaired, been on the channel, and they're back for an aftercare service, which is going to be bits and pieces in the service, both of them. So, before we get into that, it is Monday. I hope you had a great weekend. I did, guys. It was great. Just chilled out. Lovely chilled. Believe it or not, there's a lot that's happened over the weekend. Incredible. So, you know, guys, I finished the purple Fiat 500. Well, I put it up for sale on Saturday, and it literally sold this morning. Hannah and her mum and dad come over. I know you're watching. Thanks very much. It was great seeing you, great meeting you, and a great talk. Hannah is at Plymouth University at Plymouth, so she wants the car down there so she can nip around the Plymouth town centre, of our university. So yeah, she's going to drive that down to Plymouth. So that Fiat 500 is now gone, and yeah, no, that is not clickbait, that thumbnail. I'm serious. I've got a Essex police officer coming to the lockup today to meet me. Yeah, so, and I'll explain in a minute with that. But I just want to quickly go back to the Rex to Riches car. I'm getting a few people, not a lot, but a few people are messaging me now. What's going on with that? What's happened with that? What's happened with that? So let me quickly explain what happened. So I got the car to a point where I was driving it around and the light kept coming back up. So what I did was, I thought, do you know what? I'm going to be completely honest about it. And I put it up for sale and I was completely honest with it, yeah? I said, look, go to the channel. You can see all the videos, me doing the work on the car, what I did, what I tried to do, what's happened, blah, 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 yeah? Sold the car. I think I sold it for like 2,750 quid. I think it was. Yeah, it was a few weeks ago now. But basically what I've said to the guy is, look, the problem might come back. It might be there. Drive it around for a little bit because that's what it might need. It might need someone just driving it around. Just drive it about. And I said, look, I'm not going anywhere. I'm here. Any problems with it whatsoever, bring it back. And I'll sort it out. No problem whatsoever. I'm completely honest and I'm completely upfront with people. So I said that to him. He was completely happy with it. Now, he's been driving that car around for a little bit now. And he said it come up once, the engine management light, and then stayed on for a day and then went back off, which is really weird. So we are still in contact and he's still sort of, I'm still messaging him every other day. I'm going, if you're all right. So don't get me wrong, I've not walked away from that car. We haven't finished with that car, but I just want to make sure that it's all good. Before I start getting into the numbers, before I start going, yeah, car's gone, car sold, whatever, I just want to make sure that it's completely okay. Now, I'm going to leave it another month, I think, another 4 weeks. Let the guy drive it about, and then once that's done, and we know that I haven't got to spend no more money on it, or it's got to come back, or it's got to go to Hyundai direct, yeah, then it's finished. But at this point, I don't think it's finished. And that's what, just a little bit of an update there, guys, because I'm getting some messages, yeah? So, leave it for now. I'll come back to you on that one, the Rex to Riches car, and I'll let you know what the figures were at the end of it, because I might be spending a bit more, we don't know. So, yeah, that's that. Let's get in to today's video. I need to get this car out of the way because I've got two cars coming in. So let's get that out of the way first. Let's bring the first one in, show you what we've got. Let's do this. Right, okay, guys. Who remembers this Fiesta? So I have Tom's Fiesta back in the workshop today. So yeah, Tom's been driving this around for a few months now, putting some miles on it. And Dave, his dad, said, look, can you just sort of get it serviced, just to, freshen it up, change your oil filter, Definitely got to do the brake pads on this one, because he has gone through them brake pads. Discs are all right, they're fine, but the pads do need to be changed. So we'll do that, and then this has got to go for an MOT. So yeah, but it's back in the workshop. So yeah, this was around the Fiesta that's so much trouble with. Do you remember? But we got it all done in the end, and like I said, Tom's been driving it around. He absolutely loves it. So yeah, it's definitely Tom's car. Got his own little floor mats, which is pretty good. I love it. So yeah, we need to crack on with this one first. We have got another one as well that's just turned up, which is another one of my projects that I did originally as well. So we're going to crack on with that one after this one, and I'll show you exactly which one it is in a second. Yeah, this one just needs sort of servicing and sort of doing the pads first, and then we're going to crack on with the other one, which is outside. Let me show you. The black Fiesta ST is back as well, guys, for some more work. This one again, we're just going to do a service, oil change, oil filter, air filter, just freshen it up. He has put about 6,000 or 7,000 miles on this car, so yeah, it's just nice to sort of do a little bit of service on it, which is what he's come back for. Quickly about the Fiat 500, the pop. We haven't finished with this car, but believe it or not, this one has sold as well. Wasn't bothered about these little ripples here. Didn't care about the cover, and yeah, they looked all over it. Took it for a little drive. Loved the car and want to take it today. So yeah, and this was, I said to you about there's going to be a visit from a police officer. Well, this is who's picking this car up. He's picking it up with his girlfriend. They're going to come and collect this car today. So yeah, he works for Essex Police. And, you know, he looks all over the car, absolutely loves it, loves the channel, loves what I do, really appreciates me doing all the videos, showing exactly what I'm doing, not just going, you know, because he said to me, he said, I watch so many different channels, he said, and, you know, everyone does things different ways. There's not really a set sort of way that people do it. He said, but the way you do it is that you show as you're working, you're showing it on time lapse. He said all the other channels that he watches, they just say, right, going to change these discs and pads today. Cut off, come back. Right, I've changed the discs and pads. He said, but that ain't actually showing what you're doing. It's just telling us what you're doing. But he said the way you do it is fantastic. He said he loves it because you're showing every step of the way. So yeah, guy from the police is coming over with his girlfriend, and they'll be bought that car. Can't believe that car has actually sold before I even finished it. I've not even finished it, guys, and it's gone. They want to take it as is. So that's really good news. Getting through these cars, aren't we? And I've got to go and pick up the Mercedes, that GLE, the blue one. That is done at the paint shop. Took them all week last week to do, but it's done. We'll go and pick that up, and we're going to get cracking with that tomorrow. For now, I knew this week is going to be absolutely crazy busy. But for now, guys, let's get cracking with Tom's car. Let's do this. Okay, so yeah, Tom's car is not completely finished with, but we are getting there. The coolant was low, so I've topped that up for him. We've done an oil change, oil filter, brake pads on the front. We've done those. So yeah, a few bits and pieces. Air filter as well. This is his old one. It ain't that bad, I've got to be honest, but you know, it was worth changing it whilst I was in there. So that was his old one. These are the pads. Still had a bit of life on them, but getting low, you know. So it's worth changing those out. So that's done. We have got an MOT booked for this tomorrow. So I couldn't get it. I tried to get it this afternoon, but I just couldn't get any appointments. I couldn't get any MOT slots for this afternoon, so we have to do it tomorrow morning. We have still got a problem with this, and that is the fact that this stalk does not work. So when you press that button for the window washer jets on the front, they don't actually work. On the back, they do work. So you just see in the back. But the fronts, you're supposed to press that. Not working. So we've got to change this stalk. We've got to change this stalk out here. I'm not quite sure if we have to take it completely apart, or we can just take the cowling, top piece of plastic and bottom piece of plastic off this steering column to get to this stalk. We have to change the whole piece. I tried to get just the stalk, I've got to be honest, when I bought it, but I couldn't find them anywhere. So I had to buy the complete squib, which goes right through. Weren't too bad, I've got to be honest. It was from Gala Motors, and it was £40 to buy the complete squib. So yeah, we've still got to do this. We can't put it through the MO2 unless we get this done. But for the moment, I want to get this one out, get the other Fiesta ST. I want to get that one in. And then that way, whilst the ST is sitting here, I could bring this car, just sort of pull the car in to the workshop, and then we can have a go at getting this looked at as well. Once, you know, oil's drained on this, I can look at this and get this done. So let me swap this over. Let's get this out. Let's get the ST in and we'll start work on that. Let's do this. Right, guys. So, yeah, took out the blue Fiesta. We've now got a black Fiesta ST. Yeah, you guys have seen this before. This one, the one I repaired a little while back. We done the flat bottom steering wheel as well on Vinny's car, and he just wants a new, you know, oil change, oil filter, air filter, just basic service, just keep the car fresh, keep the engine all going. I think it's done about 6,000 miles since I sold it to him. He meant, you know, I had all these wheels refurbed, do you remember? And he curbed it. It's going to happen though, isn't it? It's going to happen. Unless you ain't got something, a curb to go against it all the time, you've got a driveway to put your car on, it's going to happen. Anyway, that's what it's in for. Let's get the oil dropped. I've got the Ford one. I had to go to Ford to get it. Just make sure that we're using the good stuff, especially on this engine, the EcoBoost. It's a 1.6 EcoBoost engine, but it's still, I think it's still running, you know, that sort of oil. So I want to make sure that I've got the best for him. So that's what we'll do. Put that in. So let's get cracking. I'll set you up. Let's get the oil out. Let's do this. Right, okay guys, so that's the ST outside ready for Vinny to come pick up his car. We've now got Tom's Fiesta back in the workshop and we've got to crack on with his stalk. So like I was saying before, this stalk side doesn't work. Quite a common thing with these Fiestas. I actually changed one before, I've got to be honest. But anyway, it don't work. So we've got to change that over. So let me set you up. Let's get cracking and get this cowling off, top and bottom. Got to get the connect. You can undo it from the top, but you can't undo the plug. There's like a grey plug that's underneath. So basically, top and bottom has got to come off to get to that stalk. So yeah, let's get cracking. I'll set you up. Let's get this pulled apart. Let's do this. Right, okay, guys, let's show you how it is now after changing that stalk. Where's the key? Oh yeah, key's in. So, ignition on. there we go. All works as it should, so that's good. Right, I think we are ready for this to go through the MOT tomorrow. I did speak to Dave in the morning, and he did mention about emissions, but I think Tom has actually been driving this for quite a bit of time, more or less every day, backs and forwards, for his school in Shenfield. So I don't think we're going to have an issue with emissions on this, guys. And I think we should be okay. Don't really know until the morning. I've got to be honest. Until we actually put it through the MOT, who knows? But yeah, all we can do is just, you know, I've been checking it just to make sure bits and pieces, you know, it's going to be all good. So yeah, fingers crossed for tomorrow on Tom's car. Right, the other thing as well, the Essex police officer turned up with his girlfriend, and they took the other Fiat 500, the Pop, the white one. That is now gone. I've just been to the paint shop and picked up Nigel's Mercedes. So tomorrow we will be jumping on Nigel's Mercedes GLA tomorrow, guys, and MOT this first thing in the morning. So it's been really, really busy today. Sold 2 cars. I've managed to get 2 services in as well. This one and the ST, that was serviced as well. So really, really busy day to day. But for now, that is going to be the end of today's video. I think I've done enough. That's going to be the end. I hope you enjoyed watching what I'm doing during the course of the day. Drop me a comment if you've got anything to say. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow doing the Mercedes. Take care. See you soon. Thanks for watching.